Everyone at ESL liked Christmas a lot, except the Grinch. Oh no, he did not. In fact, every time the word Christmas was mentioned, he asserted his crotchety ways with contention. You see, warmth had left the Grinch's core.
I vow never to care,
he swore. Those ESL folks were sure they could teach him all about the true meaning of Christmas season. But try as they might, and those ESL folks they did, the snarly Grinch just wouldn't give. Some spread good cheer with a smile. Oh, but that Grinch was so vile. With his nose turned to the air, he proceeded to tell them just how much he didn't care. Others tried to talk and convince him, but the Grinch just snubbed their attempts with a wince. Still hopeful, some tried to win him with honey. While not impressed, he kept all their money. Sure that Grinch would be won by their skill, the engineers drew and drew. But when they presented their gifts to the Grinch, he simply waved his hand and gave them a shoe. The builders were sure they could grow his heart by constructing a true work of art. But sadly, the Grinch sneered and tore it apart. Finally, one day, everyone threw their hands up and said, "This Grinch just can't get out of his own head. It's no use, why try?" And with that, they turned and left. The next morning came, and the Grinch was alone, saddened by the quietness of his empty home. So he looked for his friends, but they were not around. There was not a one to be found. Then suddenly it hit him like a ton of bricks. The meaning of Christmas, it finally clicked. Sharing, caring, and kindness abounding, laughter, cheer, and goodwill resounding. So the Grinch gave a loud, sorrowful groan, hoping his friends would hear and come back home. He wasn't sure, but he sat hopefully watching, unavoidably listening to the sound of his heart thumping. Wouldn't you know it, they all came around, every last one, and not a frown could be found. At last, the Grinch had learned a valuable lesson. This season was to be spent with family and friends. Ah, at last, it made perfect sense.
From the ESL family to yours, happy holidays!
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.